give me some of them blue crystals. We'll crush them up, and yeah. So it costs a lot of gold. It's like over 3,000 gold now for 95 blue crystals, and that's a lot of gold for the nose candy. Let me tell you.
That's why, if you're going to actually bite the bullet and do it, you make sure you get a really good-ass deal if you do it.
I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I refuse to give money to Amazon.
Yes, and Zero doesn't play WoW.
No, Zero definitely... Zero has these problems.
Doc does not have these problems.
Yeah, I'm a complete fucking nutcase. But I don't gamble. And I don't give money on free-to-play games, except for Warframe.
Me either.
It's a good time.
I played Diablo Immortal for a while, didn't pay a dime.
Yeah, that's right. You have Diablo Immortal, I have Lost Ark.
I mean, I quit Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, I still got my arm elbow deep in Lost Ark. Or does Lost Ark...
Eventually you'll milk that cow dry.
Or does Lost Ark have its elbow all the way up in me?
I mean, I will say, it took me a long time to hit the free-to-play wall, but once I did...
Oh, I have absolutely hit the free-to-play wall in Lost Ark. Well, I hit a wall before that. I hit the, you have to join a guild and cooperate with other people now. I hit that wall, and I was like, no thank you.
Nope.
See, I actually did that in Immortal, and it made the game better. Honestly, the reason I stayed playing that game as long as I did was the clan that I was in and the warband that I was, friends with within the clan. So
maybe somewhere out there, not too far away, maybe there is a Lost Ark clan that doesn't care if your gear score is shitty and you don't spend money and you just roll gear as you get the resources to do it. Maybe. But if you go that route, if you play the route that I'm playing, then there's no way you're going to be able to do brand new content on day one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about Lost Ark, but
it's awful. That's all you need to know.
Immortal, like your clan score was based more on activity than like if you were an active member of the clan, you didn't have to be. You could be free to play and still benefit the clan. Obviously, when there were actual like clan versus clan combat events or whatever stuff like that, yeah, the heavy hitters would make up those teams and go about doing it or whatever. But there was still plenty of room and welcome there for free to play people as long as you were active and contributing. If you were participating in the wars, if you were doing your daily clan missions and shit like that. Yeah, there was a lot of. It was cool. That said, there are also a lot of clans in Immortal that were, you got to have this gear score. You got to be, this. You got to, free to play, not welcome. So it's all about finding the right group. Have you guys had the Y3000 Coke? It's fucking delicious.
Y3000?
It's the future Coke developed with AI. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, God. I am glad that I stopped drinking sodas.
Co-created with artificial intelligence.
It's the
Y3000 limited edition Coca-Cola. Got a pretty blue label. It's fucking delicious.
Zero, this is how we get Nuka-Cola. This
is exactly how we get Nuka-Cola. This is how we end up with irradiated, blue, glowing Nuka-Cola Quantum. That is how this happens. I have seen it in video games, therefore it must be true.
Well, you know what? If Nuka-Cola is this delicious, bring on the apocalypse.
You know what? We're not far from it. I would not be surprised.
Hey, AI, how do we make our Coke more delicious? Kill yourself. Thanks, AI. Yeah.
Oh God.
There was a lot. I got bombarded by a whole bunch of shit last week for AI related projects, and I had to explain to several people several times that AI is not what you think it is. It's not sentient. It's not thinking. ChatGPT does not have a brain. It's not reasoning what to spit back to you. It's a text generator.
Yes.
It's very good at what it does. It's not alive.
It's just very advanced statistical analysis.
Yes, it's very good at scraping
It is
data
a-
from the internet and spitting it back at you in certain orders.
And that's all it is. It's,
Much like a hooker in New York, it is a useful tool.
Oh, you had to go hooker in New York. You couldn't do.
I can't say that.
Couldn't do GOP senator.
Well, there aren't any GOP senators in New York.
and there aren't any GOP senators that are useful.
I mean,
There are plenty of tools.
Unacceptable.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. I wanted to give you that one because you're right. That was my mistake. I'm sorry.
There's lots of tools, but none of them are useful.
I have a meme of Lindsey Graham that I've been saving for a rainy day, and it's a picture of Lindsey Graham shouting, and the text is, "I've sucked dicks bigger than your whole body."
oh my God.
I've never got to use it.
I mean,
Look, if there was ever a definition of a closeted senator, it would be Lindsey Graham.
That was the rumor a while back that everybody around the Capitol in the prostitution ring knew him as Lady G.
Oh my God. Is that a thing?
It's a rumor that was being passed around.
There have multiple times been rumors of a male escort saying that he was one of their clients, but they've never gone on the record.
Yeah, exactly.
Done an interview.
I have no idea.
Because they don't want to be JFK'd.
Marilyn Monroe.
Whatever. Same difference.
No, one had gorgeous titties.
Yes, JFK did have gorgeous tits. Wait.
Yes, and the other was an actor.
Acceptable.
That's the one. Oh man.
That was pretty good, Omega. I like that. One had gorgeous tits, and the other one was an amazing actor.
Oh. So, all right. Linus came on here earlier and said Assassin's Creed Syndicate is free on the Ubi store. So, if any of you still have Ubisoft Connect still installed, I do not.
I actually think I do.
I do as well.
Go ahead, grab it.
But Syndicate was one of those ones that I couldn't get behind. I didn't much care for it.
I dropped all the games after Rogue because they dropped the whole alien like precursor storyline, and that was kind of the thing that I thought was wicked cool about the first 3-4 games. And so they did away with that, and I was just like, yeah, the franchise isn't really as interesting anymore. Also, what the fuck was it? Unity? Assassin's Creed Unity? Was that the one that took place in France?
Yes.
Yeah, that was broke as fuck.
Black Flag was the last good one.
Yeah, Black Flag was a really fucking amazing one, and then Rogue came out.
No, what was the one in Egypt? That was after Black Flag.
Assassin's Creed Origin.
Yeah, that one kicked ass.
Is that the one? Yeah. Syndicate, Origin, Mirage. There we go.
Yeah, then Odyssey came out after that.
Well, there was also there's the Viking.
I also played Odyssey. Odyssey was great too. Yeah, Odyssey and Origins. I will vouch for those ones.
Yeah, after my time.
I just enjoy the fact that I got gifted a copy of Assassin's Creed 3, played it for 20 minutes, and was like, this is boring.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chocolate Podcast. My name is Flip Squid. I'm joined tonight by the cream of the squid to make a conscript and pun word Squid Me, who is back despite having suffered horribly at the hands of the Chinese. So,
Yes.
Yes. Oh, no, wait. That was Mirage. Never mind. We'll get to that story. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, you're fine.
Survived your bout with COVID?
So far, I am kicking. I never thought I'd get to experience what it's like to have both a head cold, a chest cold, and a stomach flu all at the same time, but here we are.
Did you get the drugs that make your mouth taste like metal?
No, didn't end up actually getting anything specific for it. We just downed a shit ton of Dayquil, NyQuil, and
Oh fuck yeah, robo
lots of
tripping.
Tylenol. So
No, there's I forget the name of it. There's actually two drugs. Here in New York, if you get it, you literally like call a phone number, and you can get the drugs delivered to your door
That
the same day.
is great.
The city pays for it. Like I've never had to pay a cent for a single COVID related thing. All of my COVID tests that I've got have been free. The city pays for it. Pick them up at the library. Just walk in and be like, "Hey, can I get some COVID tests?" They hand you 4 of them. All of my vaccines were free. I haven't gotten COVID recently, but Steph did, and she called the hotline. They delivered the drugs. It was a 5-day course. She felt fine after 3 days. I didn't get sick. I didn't pick it up. So some combination of the speed of the drugs and my own vaccinations. Yeah, fucking liberal state healthcare policies kick ass.
yeah, I just have really good insurance.
Damn, you had to go there. I was gonna make the joke about how, but you have noticed how our economy is crumbling, and it's all because of the evil socialist healthcare. Blah 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 blah. Rabble rabble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there are 3 different treatments for COVID. There's I can't even Paxlovid.
Yeah, that's what the
Okay.
city gives you. And there's a second drug that comes with like there's 3 pills.
Remdesivir. Yeah, it's
Yes.
Paxlovid, Remdesivir, and Legevrio. Lagevrio.
You sound
I
like
don't know
characters from
that
Game of
one.
Thrones.
It's true, they do.
I don't know the third one, but the first and second one, yeah, you get like a 5-day. It's like a blister pack with you take 2 of the what was the first one?
Paxlovid.
Yeah, you take 2 Paxlovid a day. One morning, one night, and then you take 1 of the Remdesivir, whatever.
Yeah, Remdesivir is only available in IV infusion. So it is that last one.
Paxlovid sounds like a dragon, and Remdesivir sounds like a
So-
spider.
Molnupiravir is the name of the third drug.
Oh, that's his inbred sister. I'm sorry. It's just
God. Doc, you make my
But yeah.
day.
Steph said the Paxlovid made her mouth taste like metal. It's a
Yep.
common side effect, apparently.
I've been licking pennies.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've sucked on a penny.
I don't know why you'd sleep on a copper, but I'm not going to judge your taste.
Oh, you see, even in death, Masami serves the pun sire.
I was making some jokes to some friends on some other servers that I have, and they're like, "Oh, he's still alive. The puns are still there." I'm like, "Yes, that's how you tell I'm dead, when the puns stop."
Why? If that ever happens, it will be a sad day.
It's never gonna happen. It's not possible.
What?
We'll
Am I gonna live forever?
Yeah, we'll
Are you telling me
download
I'm gonna live forever?
I have a fucking construct called Yanella. We'll download your consciousness into her circuits. I'm told that the entirety of the human brain can fit onto a CD-ROM. Oh, yeah, for anyone here who was born after 2001, a CD-ROM is a plastic waffle that we used to put in our computers.
Sometimes they're blue. Look that up. Blue waffles. Look that up.
No, do not look that up.
No, absolutely.
Value your
Google
internet history.
Anybody
Google
born
image
after
search.
2000. Yeah.
Safe search off.
Yep. Yep. 100%.
After that, Google how to throw a lemon party. It's
Let's
delightful.
have a nice party. Everybody loves lemons. Let's have a lemon party.
Everybody loves lemons.
You can look it up on Google to find out what it was.
I'm so thankful for all of our beautiful lemon trees.
Oh God! Don't go there. Don't go there.
The old memes. All right. Well, briefly, yeah, because we were talking about Assassin's
You
Creed.
brought it up. I've just got to say that is actually an excellent porn.
Yeah.
It really is like one of the top 5 pornographies ever created, I think.
Unfortunately, Haley Page is no longer with us, but James Dean
I know,
and
rest in peace.
James Dean and what the hell was the girl's name? The little one's name. She was also on Children's Hospital for a guest spot, which was fucking great.
Apparently, James Dean's also a piece of shit, though. So you know.
Oh yeah, no, of course he is. He got. All right, yeah, we can do it.
If the two of you don't know what we're talking about, in your free time, at some point, look up
Lemon
porn
Thief.
Lemon stealing whore.
I have seen this because Doc showed it to me.
Okay, it is.
You've described it in depth before.
What's
I
that?
remember.
It's a whore. It's a whore stealing our lemons. Yeah, it's pretty great. And you know, the sheer creative use of lemons in that porn are, I mean, that's one of the last like truly creative porn scenes that came out. We really got spoiled by like Pirates of the Caribbean and all those other porn parodies that were really well done. Had
Yeah,
like
there are some great
subplots.
ones.
But
But
then,
that one, you know what that one was? Like, it's clear. So a lot of porn is filmed in empty mansions in Hollywood,
yeah, really
in and around LA.
open real estate. Yeah.
And like they rent out these places for a day and they film a bunch of porn on the pool deck and, you know, in and around the place, whatever. They just have, I am 100% sure. I don't know this for a fact, but I just know it to be what happened. They showed up at this place. They saw there was a lemon tree outside, and they were like, "Oh, we got to do something with this tree. That's hilarious." And the idea was born on the spot.
I'd like to think that's how it happened. Yeah. I mean, you show up at a property like that, and they got at least one lemon tree. I remember there might have been more, and that may be what cut their eyes. It's just like, wow, those are some beautiful lemon trees. Why the fuck can't I remember the name of this girl? I need to look this up now. Why? It's just one girl. I can't remember her name. Oh, fuck me. There's a song called Lemon Stealing Whore by Shane Garcia. You should It was released in 2021. He's capitalizing on a meme.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a song. That's got to be a song at least related to it.
Joanna Angel. God damn, I can't believe I forgot her name. Anyway, 2007 is when that delightful piece of cinematography came out. Oh, it was from the adult film DVD Virgin Territory. That was first where it was released on that DVD. Remember when porn came on DVDs?
And it was like each DVD was a compilation of like 3 scenes.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, it would have like 3 different scenes on it.
I
or
can
more.
remember.
Some of them were like hyper focused, you know, like when you had like, you know, Backdoor Big Butts 9 or whatever in the series. Those ones would be like
Oh, yeah.
crammed with a lot of smaller
I will tell
scenes.
you this. I worked at a movie store called Movie Stars here in Roanoke. And
Oh, did you have a room behind a curtain?
oh, it wasn't even behind a curtain. It was just an open hole in the wall that worked on the
People just jerk
on an
off in the
honor
hole?
system.
Yeah.
That worked on the honor system. It was
Size-
literally
size
there was
of
a
the hole,
sign. The sign said must be 18 to enter. It was a room it was nothing but porn. There was nothing but porn in there. And you could only rent the porn movies for 2 days. They were only able to be rented for 2 days. They had to be returned, and none of them ever got returned. Rewound ever. So we had to rewind all of them.
Nobody rewound the DVDs.
The porn
That
tapes.
is so inconsiderate, not rewinding your
I
DVDs,
know,
people.
right?
Please be kind. Rewind.
But it was great because it was always, you could always tell just where things ended.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
it was always less than 15 minutes into the video, and it was never rewound. And
That's
generally
like-
they were returned the next day.
That's so funny. So they leave a record of how long it took them to jizz.
Yeah, it is simultaneously a record of how long it took them to spooge and a record of how long it took them to be absolutely disgusted that they rented a porn.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because you think about
Post-nut clarity, man.
the YouTube, the feature on YouTube that transitioned to
Oh my
Pornhub,
god,
where it
yes.
shows you what are the most watched points of the video.
Hi,
It
Kirby, you
also
came at a
shows
great time.
It also shows you when people stopped watching.
Yes, it does. And the
Oh,
YouTube feature came from Pornhub.
I loved
see
your
what you did
use
there.
of your use of came there.
Yeah. Welcome, Kirby. Yeah, you came at an awesome time, bro.
We
But
reached a climactical point.
yeah, no, I could never understand how porn was rented or anything like that. Because at every single adult store that I've ever been to, it's like, no, you don't rent these tapes or DVDs. You buy them. And I was gonna say Masami's got us all beat because if I remember correctly, you worked at an adult store.
Correct, for about 3 months. One of
Yeah,
the perks was 1 free movie a week.
I worked for the movie store for a year. What's funny is the way I was hired. I was in there and like they were busy as hell. And one of the managers was like, this customer was like, what do you suggest? What do you suggest? What movie do you suggest? And like, he could make no suggestions. You work in a fucking movie store. Watch one occasionally, please. So I was like, well, what are you looking for? She's like, I want a vampire movie. Well, this was right when Blade had originally come out.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now I'm hard as a rock.
And
We're aware.
or was it Blade 2?
Doesn't
That
may
matter.
have been
All
Blade
the
2.
Blade movies were fucking great.
And I was like, do you want, a little bit of comedy with your vampires, or do you want action? She was like, action sounds great. Great. Perfect. Give me 5 minutes. I went and selected like 4 movies and I said, these 4 will work. He looked at me and he said, can you fill out an application? The manager was there and goes, can you fill out an application, please? I need to hire you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a job within 3 days.
That's funny.
If I were born 20 years earlier, I think I would have been a pro at video stores.
Oh God, it was great.
That
I
breaks
always
my
loved the
heart.
smell
Bob.
Yeah.
of
20 years ago, like if you were born 20 years earlier, you would have been the guy who worked at the video store, and then you went home, and that's where you had like your own collection of all the like 1,000 VHSs and like the most ridiculous tape deck and splicing gear and all that shit. You would be that guy.
You're
That's
describing-
why
He would absolutely be splicing, single scenes of porn into all the VHSs.
Thank
I
you
had-
for your Fight Club references.
You're welcome.
I had every, and that's how I built my View Askew collection, was from working in the movie store. I still have the collector's editions of Mallrats, Dogma, and Mallrats, Dogma, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Do you know how much that Dogma
Yeah.
collector's
Oh,
edition is
I
worth?
know
gonna say.
exactly how much that
No,
collector's
I'm
edition
huge.
Dogma's
asking,
worth.
like, do you know how much it's worth? I'm like,
$250 because it's open box.
that's insane.
Physical
That's
media
so-
of Dogma. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
No, not physical. You can't legally watch that movie. There's
Yeah.
nowhere to stream it.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to download it. There's nowhere to watch it. There's nowhere to buy a DVD of it. There's nothing.
Because
It is
Miramax
caught in this
fucked
fucking
Kevin Smith.
stupid legal limbo. It's
Was it
ridiculous.
Miramax? Was it Miramax
Yeah.
that fucked him, or was it Lionsgate that fucked him?
It was, well, I mean, they're all subsidiaries. It was Harvey Weinstein that fucked him.
Ha!
I mean,
Ha!
yeah. If you actually listen to Kevin Smith's take on it, like he's talked about it recently and within however many years. But basically, it has to do with he refuses to give it to Kevin Smith because he's going through all this legal shit, and it's one of the few things of value that he has left.
Right. Once he dies, though, you know that shit's getting released. It's going to be everywhere.
I don't know.
Kirby says every corporation's
insane.
corkscrewing our favorite shows. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Dogma was probably one of Kevin Smith's best movies.
I think it's his best movie.
Yeah, it is. In my opinion, it is. It's got the
Because
strongest writing, it's got the strongest cast.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't beat making fun of the Catholic Church. You just can't beat it.
Especially if you're George Carlin and you've been doing it your entire professional career.
Yeah, I mean, the casting in that movie was excellent. Just fucking so good.
Carlin was in every single one of the View Askew movies, with the exception of Clerks, I believe.
What? No,
It's
now
kind of-
you got me thinking.
It's kind of insane the web of relationships that Kevin Smith built over his career that he was able to cash in on when he, the rare times when he does make a movie.
I thought it was great that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon both made it a point to reference those connections in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and the reboot.
Wait, was
Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah,
was,
but like you
Ben
gotta
Affleck?
realize, Kevin Smith wrote that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like he wrote the jokes in like making fun of the fact, like he wrote the lines for them to say that we're making fun of him holding whatever past deals. Like it's hilarious. That's how many fucking layers it is. It's so funny. I don't know, like it's ridiculous. You look at Kevin Smith's career, and he launched a lot of fucking people early on with movies of his that at the time weren't even that big.
No. Clerks? How much? What was the budget on the original Clerks, I wonder?
$15. Like
he knew a guy that ran a store. It was like, hey, I got a camera. Can I shoot a movie in here? It was like, okay.
the story, it was black
pretty
and
much
white
it.
because color film was more expensive.
Yeah.
It wasn't a creative choice.
The
The
budget.
reason that the shutter outside was gummed locked shut was because they filmed at night, so they couldn't have the fucking front of the store window open.
Dude,
The budget for Clerks was $27,575.
yeah, I believe it.
That movie made $4.4 million.
Well, yeah, that's how you launch That's how you launch a successful career as a screenwriter director. Kirby, Kirby, you can correct. Well, no. So the last Kevin Smith movie that I remember seeing specifically was Red State,
Good movie.
which I thought was. I didn't think it was great, but it was different, and at the time I was glad that I had seen it because I went into it knowing nothing about it.
It was
And,
I
think
enjoyed
I had
that
a fun
movie.
time. I really loved the lunatic that they got to play the preacher. The head of the cult. I forget the actor's name, but I have seen him in other stuff before, and he is always great. He actually reminds me of my one of my advertising professors from UMass.
God, he got Kevin Pollak in that movie. John Goodman was in that movie.
Yeah, John Goodman was one of the main characters, I guess.
Michael Parks
Yep.
played Pastor Abin Cooper.
Yep, that's him. Shit, what was the other movie that he was in where he turned traitor? Doesn't matter.
He was in Tusk. Good Lord, he was in a lot of Kevin Smith movies. Or he was in a couple of Kevin Smith movies.
Which one? Yeah, what's Kevin Smith's latest movie? That's my question.
The latest one was Clerks 3.
Okay. All right.
Wait, that was after Tusk?
Yeah, Tusk was 2014.
Wow, it was that long ago now?
Yeah.
I know. Things that you
Damn.
thought were 10 years ago were actually 20 years ago now. I've been catching myself doing that a lot.
Yeah, Clerks 3 just came out in 2022. The only reason I know that is because I had tickets for opening night.
How long ago was The Matrix out? That was like 10 years ago.
God.
No, it was 24 years ago.
1999. Oh, God. I'm old. Fuck.
I remember when the Rage Against the Machine song in the credits of The Matrix was brand new. All right. I'm sorry. Just briefly, the third time that I've tried to go to this article because I want to get it out of the way. Ubisoft blamed a technical error this week for showing a pop-up ad in Assassin's Creed. It was a full-screen pop-up that appeared in Assassin's Creed Odyssey for players this week. Ubisoft blamed it on a technical error.
Yeah, put massive dick quotes around that.
I thought, it was great to blame it on a technical error. So I guess the logic there is that they pushed an update with a whole set of function blocks in their code to make it possible to put up a full screen ad, which was also included in the update, and the whole thing was an accident.
Sure it was.
Accident. Ooh.
That's usually how that works.
Yep.
It's also called a marketing test that no one liked, so it's an accident now.
Yep.
Yeah. Oopsie. It was an oopsie. Oh well.
Oopsie poopsie.
Blizzard did that once, and now WoW is 20 years old.
Oh.
And look how much money you've lost to it.
I know. I don't even want to talk about it.
Keep pushing that button, Masami. Between you and I, we will break him of his addiction through through shame alone.
No, you won't, because I enjoy getting kicked in the balls repeatedly.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
boy.
aware.
Have I got a show for you? It's called ReZero. Sorry, I've been watching a lot. I've been discovering that some of the anime recommendations that I've been getting over the past months are not all that fantastic. So I don't recommend ReZero.
What is it? ReZero?
Yeah, RE:0. Starting life from zero or something like that is the subtitle. Whatever. Intriguing concept. Bad main character. Stupid main character. Just stupid. Also loves getting kicked in the balls. Much like Eren from Attack on Titan. That dude has a hard-on for anybody that beats him up.
It's just Aaron
like-
Yeager.
It's like, that's fine. I get it. That's a fetish. It's not mine, but it is a fetish.
It's-
So yeah, what were we talking about? Lemon stealing whores?
yeah.
There was something
Yes.
we were talking about before that.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
No.
Lemon Party, Blue Waffles, CDs. Something you
Horn.
talked about. You talked about CDs, Doc. Try to go back.
Did Mr. Hands come out before or after Lemon Party? See, this is the really important stuff that we should touch on more in our podcasts. Sorting out internet history. Mr. Hands, and I have no idea if there was ever a short name for. I'm just gonna call it the video of the guy and the jar. To be sure, if you know,
Yep.
then you know.
I mean, it's just called One Guy, One Jar, right?
Oh, does it actually have a title like that? I believe
I mean,
it.
I don't know.
One guy, one jar. That is pretty. That's an accurate summation. It's more descriptive than Mr. Hands. These
So
are all...
also, Gen Z, turn safe search off. 2 girls, 1 cup. Two girls, 1 cup.
Like, I highly recommend it. Everybody should see it at least once. But I feel like that one's like the most popular one that we've discussed so far.
Yeah, that one still exists in meme form.
It's a delightful expression of 2 women's love for each other and what's inside each other.
Yeah, that's how I'd put it.
There's a great picture from 1979 of a test audience viewing Alien, the movie Alien, before it hit theaters. And it's a picture taken at the chestburster scene, and you can see this like 2 rows of people that are all visibly disgusted and covering their eyes and faces, going, "Oh my god!" And there's one guy standing, just staring at the screens with the biggest smile on his face. I'm like, yeah, I'm him.
Yep. There are 2 kinds of horror movie fan. They're watchers.
I'm the kind that can't
Yep.
look away.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. There are some horror movie tropes that I just cannot do. Like excessive amounts of gore, I just can't do it.
You ever see Hostel?
I have, and I will never again.
I don't think I watched
I've
that
also-
movie because it was good or because it was recommended. I think I watched it because it was being referenced so goddamn much on 4chan that I finally got around to it, and I was like, oh, it's gore porn.
Midsummer was another one that kind of that one fucked with
Oh.
me.
I never saw Midsummer. That was the more recent one, right? The 2018 or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Midsummer fucked with me a little bit.
Yeah, Midsummer is essentially it.
Yeah, I never saw that one. I saw the one, Wicker Man. It reminded me of Wicker Man, just from the trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, fun fact, I've actually seen the original Wicker Man, not the shitty remake apparently. Because I was visiting some friends in Omaha during 1 October, and it was playing, and a bunch of my friends were like, "Yeah, let's go see this thing," and I'm like, "Doesn't have like an excessive amount of this, and this, right?" No, it's not, and I was like, "Okay," and it was actually pretty good. I will give it that.
Did you see the one? Was it the one with Nicolas Cage?
It's like the one in the 70s.
Oh, okay. All right. I've only seen the one with Nicolas Cage.
My sister doesn't do horror movies, and it cracks me up because I sent her just a screenshot of the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, and she has not spoken to me in probably a week. She
Yeah,
hates me so much.
That's unfortunate. I know what that's like though, because none of my family do horror movies either.
Well, so I legitimately understand her dislike and disdain for animatronics. I genuinely understand it because she said it wouldn't be so bad if the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics didn't have human teeth. Like, they're not cartoony teeth. They're not like mice teeth or the buck teeth or anything like that. No, they are legitimate teeth. And it's weird. And she said it freaks her out because those things are not supposed to have teeth like that.
So, Masami, if I'm not mistaken, the Wicker Man that you saw from 1973 stars Christopher Lee.
Yes, that was one. Christopher Lee was actually really good at it. It was quite nice.
Yeah, that sounds fucking baller.
Yeah, you should watch it. You should.
Did they remake Wicker Man
Yeah, they did.
with like Kevin Bacon? Am I remembering that correctly?
Oh, that is interesting. Let's see. Direct sequel of Fantasy Elements, already probably in 2006. In 2006, a poorly received American remake starring Nicolas Cage was released.
Oh, it was Cage.
Yeah, that's the one that I saw. Not the bees! That's what I remember from that movie.
Yeah, no, Christopher Lee is fantastic. I have not seen any other version of it, and I'm not sure I would want to because it was good. It was very good.
Yeah, you don't need to. The Nicolas Cage one is basically him being clueless for the first 90 minutes, and then the last 30 minutes he is just getting the ever-loving shit beat out of him before he dies. That's the whole movie.
So pretty much it's a Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, he doesn't die at the end of The Rock.
I was about to say he doesn't die at the end of the movie named after him.
But he gets the shit kicked out of him and is clueless for the first 90 minutes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah.
By the way, Masami, that fucking picture that you posted in Punhub is perfect. I love it.
I thought of you.
I have ridden in the Wienermobile.
I have no doubt that you have done so.
Wait, I gotta put that up.
That's got to go on the soundboard. This is going to get fucking clipped.
Oh my
God, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
That's so great. Fudge in Uranus, the Fudge Factory. Oh Christ, that's great.
The Uranus Fudge Factory. They have an entire TikTok, which is hilarious. They're always talking about how the
be an American. Where
how the floors.
I know I'm free.
They're talking about how the floors always stay wet in Uranus.
That's a dinosaur eating a UFO being flown by the giant spaghetti monster.
Yes, it is, sir.
Jesus, you know what? I think our country's in a great spot.
It is. It really is. You know, except for the inflation, gas prices, piss poor government, taxes.
All of our cheap goods coming from China, constantly catching on fire. Oh, but you know, one thing that we do have to be thankful for is bringing back the CRT TV experience in software. This was an article from last week that I forgot to click on and put in order, but I thought it was fucking great that we've got games now that are compatible with new Cathode Retro, and it's a collection of shaders and sample C++ code for reliving glorious days when graphics were composite video signals displayed on a CRT screen. So it makes all your modern games look like they're being played on a shitty cathode ray monitor again, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, some of it looks really cool. Like you need
I really like the aesthetic.
If you play some really old games, it looks. You kind of have this thought of like, and I know everybody, like all of us, have had this thought. I didn't remember it looking this bad when I played it when I was younger. Like you think back to playing games in the 90s, you play one of those games today, it looks like dog shit. Those graphics were designed to be viewed on a CRT TV.
Yep.
Some things legitimately look better on a CRT than on a modern monitor. The way that the image is formed by these, multiple diodes of light and and all these different spots. It's crazy to think about, but like the grid that makes up a CRT TV is part of the graphics that you're seeing, and sometimes shit just looks better like that. One game that I've seen. This is actually from a couple of years ago, but I saw somebody took Cuphead and put that through a CRT monitor, and like they're like, this game should be viewed like this game is at its best on a CRT monitor because of the art style and the way that it played. Like it's a retro style game. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I thought it was neat.
I do actually really
Now-
like it, and I think it would work well. You saw me playing Number Munchers last week, Omega. I think that this would go exceptionally well with Number Munchers and Oregon Trail.
Oh
Yes.
God, Number Munchers.
I mean,
That's my fucking childhood.
think about like Diablo 2.
Yeah,
Not necessarily resurrected, but like just straight up Diablo 2.
yeah,
that
I
was
was playing that
made-
on the CRT.
Yeah. Well, because like you look at how pixelated it all looks. It looks very pixely, and you can see that. But a CRT, the grid of a CRT rounds out those shapes and gives them more structure and life than you see on a flat monitor. It's really an interesting phenomenon.
Man, I was trying to remember the name of a game that I played, I think in the 4th grade.
Commander Keen.
Oh, man. Yeah, Kirby, if you remember what I'm talking about, Kirby just said, yeah, Number Munchers, Stunt Copter, and that one Jumpman clone. Stunt Copter I played as well. But no, there was this one game that I played on a one of those single CRT Mac computers with like a 18-inch screen. It was crazy for back in whatever 1997. And you were in a submarine and you had to navigate down. You were going down further and further, and you had to defend yourself against giant fish. You had to shoot out like an ink blot or something to confuse them, and then pilot around them. And the whole point was for you to get to these gates where you had to solve math problems or like math puzzles and unlock the gates to get to the next area. And I can't for the life of me remember what the name of that game was, but I would love to play it again. It is not Adele Down Under, because I kept bumping into that one. That was another one that I played that I didn't enjoy as much of. I can't fucking remember the name of it. Little guy in a submarine, you had to blast ink clouds to confuse fish, and you had to get to these math gates. I'll find it one of these days. It's definitely on abandonware.com. Yeah, good times. Good old-fashioned gaming. Oh, the other neat thing that I saw today was a video of... This is how I picture us if we ever make it to old age. Is some older gentlemen in a nursing home, and they were in a long rectangular room, and they were sitting at one end of it dressed in their hunting gear, and they had Nerf rifles, and on the other end of the room were a whole bunch of fake Christmas trees set up, and there were a couple guys dressed as deer who were just running between the trees trying not to get shot with Nerf guns. It was like, yeah,
So-
analog duck hunt, but with deer.
No,
So-
that's like straight up Deer Hunter.
Someone needs to hold 2 flashlights, one in each hand, hold them about parallel, and then you can be deer in headlights.
Oh. That'd be a cool mechanic though. You have one guy with a flashlight and he shines it at you, you have to freeze. You just get pegged in the head with a Nerf dart.
Yep.
Bonk.
Uh,
Yeah, I love it.
It's gonna be, yeah, I can only imagine what the fucking millennial nursing home is gonna look like. Everyone's gonna have a PC gaming rig in their room. Nurse is gonna come and be like, "It's time for social hour. Get the fuck out."
No,
We are
it's,
socializing. We're talking on headphones.
Well, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Gene in the next room. We're on comms.
no, by that point, we'll be in the pods. It'll be okay. We'll just be in pods at that point. And
Oh yeah.
Now listen, we are the cursed generation. We are too late to enjoy any of America's prosperity years, and we're too early to exist like before cancer's cured.
yep.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
we're fucked. And in addition to all of the economic reasons why our generation has been fucked over by our parents and grandparents' generations that have made it virtually impossible for anyone in our cohort to say own property,
Or retire.
retire, have savings, things like that.
What are these savings of which you speak?
That's what I was
Is
gonna
there a positive number in my checking account? Yeah, I'm saving that. That's my savings.
say. God, that's so true.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I have a savings account. You know what it is? It's to keep the change for my transfers. It rounds up everything I buy to the next dollar and then dumps the change into my savings. Then when my checking account gets low, it's like transfer that money over and hey, free money.
Oh my God, I do the same.
I do the same fucking thing. It's awful.
That's
There
my
was
savings.
There was a report that came out today, actually, that said that for the first time in like 30 or 40 years, that it is now no longer financially possible to purchase a home on the median income for the United States, because the median income is like $70,000 or something like that.
Yeah, that is
Median
hardly
income is
surprising.
like $70,000, and because of interest rates and rising interest rates and the cost of homes, it is not possible to own property at the median income for a single individual.
So there's a plethora of factors in there that all add up to that. Yes, long story short, yes, but that's why you get people out on social media posting like, okay, I pay $2,300 in rent every month and the bank doesn't want to give me a $1,500 a month mortgage. Like, yes, those things actually do happen.
Yep,
It's fucking
100% they do.
ridiculous. It's
It
not,
is.
but it's not just as stupid as, well, I'm already paying $2,300. Why wouldn't I be able to afford $1,500? It's because, yeah, the bank understands how thoroughly fucked you are.
Well, and
Ugh.
my wife got lucky in that she, prior to her and I getting together, she actually purchased the condo that we're in. And as much as I want us to have a house, I don't know. I mean, I hope that it's feasible in the next 3 or 4 years. Do I see a light at the end of that tunnel right now? Absolutely not. I don't see it. And the reason why is because interest rates, there's no talk of interest rates ever going back down again. And right now, we got a decent interest rate on the condo that we have. So
It's time to move to Canada and build a house in the woods.
Yeah, good luck getting allowed to move to Canada. They don't
Yeah.
want you.
I was gonna say.
It's really hard to immigrate.
I was
to
gonna say,
Canada.
good luck affording any property in Canada because you think our housing market is bad. Theirs is worse.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
theirs is worse.
Okay, well, switch poles then. Go down to Argentina.
Ugh.
I have German ancestry. They'll fucking love me.
I think you're thinking the opposite of love.
Oh, come on. So many of those good, productive German citizens moving voluntarily in the 1950s from Germany to Argentina. That's what happened. So, the last story that I had up here was one that I found today that will maybe be in news later, but the Ukrainian they're calling it a hacktivist group, but it's a Ukrainian hacker group called Cyber Resistance. Recently, in the past week, penetrated the Department of Information and Mass Communications in the Russian Ministry of Defense and handed over unique internal documentation and provided access to the software used by the Russian military propagandists to Inform Napalm, which is a volunteer intelligence community. And it's a community that I pay attention to, so don't know the extent of this or how much of it is accurate or if all of it is accurate, but they Cyber Resistance got a shit ton of documentation and software that Russians have been using to spread propaganda internally in Russia and externally on social media platforms. So this was hugely embarrassing for Russia and hilarious to read. But yeah. Oh, and this week in Twitter, Elon Musk went to Israel to glad hand with Bibi because after he said anti-Semitic bullshit last week, he lost potentially $75 million worth of ad revenue from, places like Disney, CNN, MSNBC, basically everywhere. But come on, guys, it's only $75 million. He's already devalued Twitter by $30 billion. What's another $75 million? Ah, there we go. Oh, and my favorite new meme circulating around is Boba Kura. Boba.
What now?
Boba Kura.
What?
Oh, this is hilarious. All right, so there was a video of a Polish gentleman who found a beaver, and that's what Boba is Polish for beaver, and kurwa is Polish for basically fucker. You call it whore or fucker or whatever. But yeah, there's great audio that came off of this where this Polish guy just found a beaver and he was really excited that he found it, and then somebody took that audio and put it over another video of a guy picking up a wild wombat and like spinning it around Titanic style, just like, I found a wombat. And so it's just like he picked it up and it's like Bobarkura. It's so cute. It's so adorable. Oh, Kirby says elongated mollusk, who is clearly not part of the X-Men, Mega Man X, even Extreme G, XG2.
Yeah.
It's true. Elongated mollusk. I like that. The one that I always think of when I say Elon Musk is an actual eel on a muskox. So it's eel on Musk. That's what I see in my brain. I've never claimed to be a healthy individual.
Nah, it's okay.
No, it's a good creative interpretation. I like it.
Boba is cuter.
Acceptable.
Hey, that was really good. That was clean, too. I can work with that.
I legitimately thought it was a soundboard, to be honest.
Okay, that's awesome. I nailed it. I'm proud
Yeah.
of me.
You did. You want to try one for unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
That's really good. That's clean too. I can work with that. All right, and Omega, I have not forgotten about your suggestion for addition to the soundboard of the kindly old lady who plays. What game was she playing?
Sorry, do what now?
You found a lady who's got a channel. She's an older lady, and she was playing a game and narrating it.
Oh yeah, yeah. This YouTube channel, GrannyDoesGames, and it's this old Australian
one.
lady who is starting a video game channel, and it's fucking adorable.
And she's
And
delightful.
she doesn't have camera. She doesn't have a camera up, but it's just her talking while she plays games. And honestly, like, I'm take it or leave it on face cams. I first started watching Let's Plays in the age of just voiceovers, and I kind of still prefer that. And it's just delightful. And she plays adorable little indie games that are all very like farmer colony sim things that very like Animal Crossing type games, and it's basically grandma's story time because she's narrating all the text, like all the dialogue. And there's no voiceovers in these games because, like I said, it's just all text dialogue pop ups. And she narrates them all and talks about what she's doing. It's like story time with grandma, and it's fucking delightful. And her accent is adorable, and it's great second monitor material. And I'm not a fan of ASMR, but like go to sleep, story time with grandma. Yeah, let's do that. It's fucking great. Check it out. Highly recommend.
I'm actually gonna unironically look forward to that when that becomes a popular thing. Just having older, like people over 60 doing Let's Plays on YouTube, because that's coming up in our generation too. Give that 20 years, you're gonna have Markiplier and Bob and Wade sitting there with gray hair. At least one of them on a dialysis machine, narrating their gameplays.
You know what's crazy? I was watching a RimWorld VOD of a stream of Adam versus Everything. I don't know if you're familiar with that channel.
Yes,
He's
yes,
mainly
yes.
a
Yeah.
RimWorld streamer. And the third video suggestion down on the YouTube page was her video that had like 94 views. She's got like 56 subscribers. I made it 57. And what was the name of the game that she was playing? Let me look it up really quick. Coral Island. No, one day ago. Coral Island Part 5. I've only seen up to seen through Part 2. Jim has a sad story to tell. That's an hour long. An hour long story time with Granny about a game called Coral Island, where she lives on this little fucking island, starting a little farm in this community. And the tension or like the danger that she has to help fight is there's an oil company that's looking to start drilling for oil off the coast of this little idyllic
That's
island town.
great.
And like
I'm putting her
it's
channel up.
fucking adorable. I love this lady. GrannyDoesGames, if you ever hear this, I love you.
Yeah, I'm putting her YouTube channel up here. I'm gonna subscribe as well.
Yeah,
She
that's
has content. She has content for days.
She only started, if you look, she started like up to 2 months ago. You scroll down 2 months ago, but she's pumping out videos.
Yep.
there's
Playing
a
multiple games. Like right now, she's playing Fae Farm, Coral Island, Harvest Moon, Minico's Night Market, So those are the games that she's currently rotating between.
There is a woman that lives in the next town over from me who has a Twitch channel, and she is in her 60s, and she is probably the biggest COD troll I have ever met in my life. It
See, that's
cracks
cool.
me the fuck up that she is as good at COD as she is, and just shits on good COD players. And that kills me. But no, I will definitely be subscribing to that channel because everybody loves Granny Storytime.
And I mean, the accent just adds so much. I've long thought that speaking English with an accent was a cheat code for having a YouTube channel.
It's a cheat code for just getting ahead in life. I mean, look at Leetness. Hi, future Leetness.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just a cheat code in general for pretty much anything. But yeah, she's great. I'm gonna. My plan is to I'm gonna keep watching her videos because they're great. But I want to start slowly commenting, and it won't take much for me to be the only person leaving multiple comments. I want to eventually talk her into playing RimWorld and see what she does with it.
Oh,
Because think about it. Farming simulator, it's not that far of a stretch. It isn't that far of a stretch.
It isn't, and
but at the same time,
she could play on a nice narrator.
It opens up this whole world of potential hilarity of sweet, adorable granny war crimes and other awful things that might happen. That I feel so bad, but I want to see that. But I also want to see her play on Phoebe Base Builder and just make a beautiful little RimWorld community.
Yeah, I was going to say,
amazing.
that Phoebe is the narrator. She could totally do that, and she wouldn't have to worry about getting wrecked by whatever centipedes.
They still send raids, but they're small. Nothing to, really worry too much about. But they do still send stuff.
I remember that there was a period when I was playing RimWorld, and I was probably doing Phoebe Base Builder, and I was still getting the hang of the mechanics and everything, and I was turned off by the violence of the game, so I was trying to minimize raids as much as possible. And whenever 2 or 3 people would show up to cause trouble, I would send people out to have a talk with them, and they would just talk down these raiders using clubs or knives, and they would just have a talk about how now is not a good time, please come back later.
And by later, they meant never.
Well, some of the raiders decided to stick around and become fertilizer, which was very generous of them. And I always made it clear that I appreciated what they were doing.
I mean, I'll be honest. I would buy this woman RimWorld.
Oh, fuck yeah.
To have her play it.
Maybe this should become a thing. Maybe we should start advertising. We should start doing a Granny Does Games update on our podcast this year, or for the rest of the year, and
listen, I'm
try
down.
to leave her some nice comments.
I will happily take the lead on that and do let you know what's happening this week in Granny Does Games.
I do, because I do want to watch. Coral Island specifically has come up on my radar before, and I've just not gotten around to it. Oh no, wait, was it Coral Island or was it Harvest Moon? I think it was Coral Island, actually. But Fluffy and I actually talked about that game, I think, a couple weeks ago. In the vein of games that we love, like idle farming games that we love that we could put money into, but we really don't have to. And Pila was the other one.
You know what's funny is the first video, the one that I was suggested, it was a 9-day-old video. It's currently 12 days ago. Most of her videos have 20, 30, 40, maybe some hit 50. This one has 100 views. I think it's because of the title that she made it. She's starting a new playthrough of the game, after it's come out of early access and it's
Oh.
1.0 release,
I
and
see
she
it.
called it Coral Island: The Full Release Part 1.
Oh
And I think
God.
that's the only reason why it has
Yeah.
4 videos. And you heard that clip that I sent you in the Discord.
Yep.
Actually, you want to go ahead and just play that? I kind of want to hear that again.
It's not up yet. But yeah, no, I know the one you're talking about. It's the one where she says I've handled a tool before.
Well, I have gone and liked her channel because, yep.
Hold on a second here. I'm getting the analytics for our videos because there are notably. Yeah, okay, so there's one video, there are a couple videos actually, but there's one notable video on our YouTube channel which has over almost 300 views now. Over 300 views, excuse me, now. And I'm believing that the reason behind that is that, despite the fact that it's a very old video, I titled it Vintage Porn. So that's probably why that one got so many views.
It surprises me that one didn't get flagged.
Why?
I have everything on our channel set to, this content is made for adults. And surprisingly few of our videos have been age gated. There's only one, the one where we talked about the Doom score, where the composer for Doom Eternal got screwed over.
Oh yeah.
I titled it, I think the title was Fuck Marty, because that was the name of the executive who was screwing over the composer. That one got age gated.
Well, yeah, but
I've said fucking titles before. I'm like, why did that one specifically get age gated? And the reason, I can actually pull up the reason why they age gated it. Content.
Duh.
it's because you said fuck Morty. It's because you said fuck Morty.
It's because you said fuck. Age restricted, 18 plus only. The reason was, review. Yeah, I want to review why. We discovered an issue with your video. While it doesn't necessarily violate our guidelines, it may not be appropriate for viewers under 18. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah. I thought so too. I didn't appeal it or say anything like that. I was just like, yeah, fine, whatever. Yes, I want to leave. I don't care. But that's really the only one that got age gated. Maybe I should title this video "Fuck Fuckity Fuck Fuck" just to see if they'll age gate it as well. I'm not going to though. We talked way too much about lemon stealing whores. That's where the title's coming from.
Are you sure? Because Grandma's story time.
Grandma's story time about the lemon stealing whores.
Grandma's lemon time.
Oh
yes!
no! He made a Letterkenny reference without meaning to.
What?
You made a Letterkenny reference without meaning to.
You have to explain to me how Grandma's lemon story.
It was the cold open for, or it was the cold open for season 1. They were Wayne and Daryl were chirping at the hockey players, and one of the chirps was to make sure that Granny didn't look up what a lemon party was.
Oh God, yes. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have forgot.
With the last season coming out at the end of this month, I'm gonna go back and watch all of them. So there will be many a reference.
Oh, geez, you think this would be easier to find on YouTube? I'll find it eventually.
What's that?
The make sure Granny doesn't search for a
Oh
lemon party.
fuck! I've got it saved. Give me a second.
Of course you do. Oh man. Yeah, eventually. I guess when Letterkenny's all out, there's no reason why I shouldn't watch it. There's no reason why I shouldn't start watching it right now, but
I mean,
Correct.
100%.
I have seen a couple of memes though for Letterkenny. I saw the one with the lady who keeps on doing like boob references a la Airplane or Naked Gun, and the guys are just there trying not to react to boob puns, basically.
Oh, just wait until you meet Noah and Anita Dick,
Oh God. Yes.
the Mennonites.
Oh shit.
There's a Mennonite named Noah Dick.
Yeah.
Yes. There's
great.
Anita, and Anita is his wife, and
Right.
they have 2 daughters. Well, 3 daughters. No, 2
Chastity.
daughters. 2 daughters. Chastity and
Dick
and Charity Dick. And then what was the one that Dan dated? What was her name? Oh God.
Well, you were thinking of that. I would just really like to make Charity Dick a saying that people. It's just like, man, you need to, or you're talking to like your lady friend, and you know you're pointing. You really need to give him some Charity Dick. That's a great saying. How does that not become a thing? So this is the other thing. Every time you tell me about a Letterkenny reference, I'm like, oh, well, yeah. I generally think that everything you tell me about Letterkenny is really super funny, so I'm just like, why isn't this show more popular? Do I just not hang around with all people who watch Letterkenny more?
It is Lavina Dick.
Lavina Dick.
Yep. Lavina Dick.
I mean, also, isn't it kind of just because it's a Canadian show?
It is a Canadian show. It is a very Canadian show.
You know, Trailer Park Boys never got huge in America. It was kind of, you know, even, it's a Canadian show. The fact that it has American fans and presence at all is kind of a testament to its quality.
I'm showing my own ignorance here, but I was wrong to assume up to this point that I thought Letterkenny took place in the Midwest.
No.
I thought it was like a Nebraska-esque. Okay.
No,
right.
it's very Canadian. Very Canadian.
What part of Canada?
It's actually northeast of Toronto.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think. I mean, it's like small town Canadian living is essentially what it's supposed to model.
Well, sure.
But hot off the presses, I have a theater joke for you.
Oh no.
Oh, this is good. We'll go out on this.
What do you call a stagehand who lost an arm operating a fly system?
What?
Lost an arm.
A crew cut.
Ha!
Unacceptable
response. Yeah, that's that is an appropriate response.
That's the other one that I need for the soundboard is Zero going, oh.
Zero going what now?
Oh.
We lost you, Doc.
Can you not hear me?
No, now we can. What
God
Zero
damn it.
doing what? Because I can do it on command probably. Giggity. Oh
No.
no. Oh no.
Got choices.
Oh no. Letterkenny is actually located. Well, actually, it's a place in Ireland, which is unusual. But the show is filmed around the community in Greater Sudbury in northeastern Ontario.
Ah, yes.
Oh, those Ontarians.
Contrarian.
Ontarian. Oh, you're from Ontario. Not anymore.
This
Sorry.
is this your sandwich? Not anymore. Honk.
Ontarian Asterian.
Gustarian. I'm
All right.
Gustarian. Honk.
There's no reason that we have to stop punning. It's just
Mhm.
we're gonna do it in the post show. So thank you everybody
Yep.
for coming along. Thank you, Kirby, for chirping at us. Always chirp. And yeah, same time, same place next week. Penis, fuck Winnie the Pooh, fuck Putin, fuck Nestle, Linus Tech Tips, and Elon Musk. There you
Yep.
go.
Fuck 'em.
GG's. Love ya. Tickles. Giggles. Kiss, kiss, night, night, future Linus. So I don't know why I'm doing that. It's the middle of his fucking work day. He's sitting at his computer being like, yeah, I can't sleep right now. You totally can. Also, remind me to tell you about the poop cannon. Or the poop hose. It's going to be a poop hose. That's what that is.